Coloring, styling, trimming. Many people spend a lot of time and money on the hair. The hair on the head, that is. When it comes to body hair, it's a totally different story. There's a whole industry for that as well, for getting rid of it. But some of those methods can have side effects.
Smooth and silky. That's how we want our skin to be. But it's often hard to get it that way. Shaving has to be done almost daily if you want to avoid stubble. The follicles, the actual growth engines of the hair, remain intact. It's the same if you wax hair. And with that method, you need courage every 4 weeks. So, Nicole Tripke is trying permanent hair removal. For weeks, Dr. Johannes Müller-Steinmann has been giving her laser treatment.
If the hair follicle is in its active growth phase, you can destroy it. But only about 15% of hairs are in this phase at any given time, so that's 15% per session that you can destroy. You need about 10 sessions at 4-week intervals.
In laser hair removal, beams of highly concentrated light selectively penetrate and destroy the hair follicles. Temporary inflammation can be a side effect.
Welts occur when the follicle reacts to the laser, and that's what we want to induce.
The procedure works only with dark hair. The impulse is of such short duration that the surrounding skin isn't damaged if it's properly carried out.
It tingles a bit, but it's bearable. It's more noticeable near my ankles, where my skin's quite thin. Otherwise, it's not that uncomfortable.
Hair removal doesn't always go that successfully. Patients with damage from laser treatment often come to Dr. Ingrid Moll, a dermatologist at Hamburg University Hospital.
Properly administered and with the right pulse length and intensity, nothing happens except that you might have to target the hair several times before it no longer grows back. But if the energy is too high, it can lead to skin damage, burns, wounds, and overpigmentation.
Or white spots where the laser was used. That happens easily when tanned skin is treated. Astrid Batzen is a trained cosmetologist who specializes in hair removal by electrolysis. Her patient today wants to get rid of annoying facial hair. The extremely slender electrolysis probe is introduced into the hair follicle. The root is damaged and dissolves.
The advantages are, first of all, that your hair and skin color don't matter, that you can remove single hairs as well as large areas, and that it's the oldest proven method of permanent hair removal.
But there is a disadvantage. For a permanently smooth upper lip, you have to undergo quite a number of treatment sessions.
It's a time-consuming and very painful method. You have to repeat it several times, targeting the follicle until the hair no longer grows back. It's very advantageous if the hair is gray or colorless because it's effective in those cases.
Mona Abdelghani shaved her armpits for years. Now she's trying IPL, intense pulsed light treatment.
Does it work if the hair is this short, or does it have to be long?
The hairs have to be about 2 or 3 millimeters long. That's the best length for treatment. IPL technology has 2 advantages for us professionals. First, we can treat larger areas more rapidly. And second, we can now also treat lighter hair, whereas before we could only treat dark or black hair.
First, the patient's eyes have to be protected from the light pulse. The treatment is tolerated best when a cooling gel is applied in advance. IPL, also called photorejuvenation, is easier on the skin than laser treatment. If all that seems too risky and expensive, there's always waxing and shaving.
With waxing and methods such as shaving, you can remove hair very effectively over a long time, but you have to repeat them because it's not epilation, permanent hair removal, it's depilation, removal of hair from the surface.
No matter how you get rid of unwanted hair, with smooth legs, you're ready for summer to begin.